Welcome to Deep Thought. Being mad at someone won't change your situation. You know what, I was thinking about that. Recently, because you always have someone who is going through some jacked up situation in their own lives or not happy with it. So they'll focus on something outside of themselves to be mad at, to focus on. And that's not going to change their situation. It's a deflection. They deflecting within themselves. See, that's very important. Like if, and I'm gonna speak for myself. If any time I look at somebody and there's something about them I don't like, or there's some behavior, I catch myself. I become conscious of it. I say, okay, why is that person's behavior bothering me? And I was like, okay, is it something? Many times it's something within yourself you don't like. Because people have a tendency to project their weakness, or they don't, it's either that or they don't want to be reminded that they have this issue because it makes them think. And, you know, it could be a bunch of stuff. But the bottom line is, being mad at the other person won't change the situation. You can get them to shut up, or they can even go away. Does it change? There are men and women who have divorced a pretty decent mate and still had issues in their own lives. It didn't change anything. I've known people who have moved to different locales. Like I knew a young lady, and I remember she moved away from the city we were in, you know, because she was on a job working, and she went out to this place. And I remember a manager who was familiar with the woman. She said, you know, she think moving out there is going to change her problems. And it didn't, because the woman came right back. She came right back. And, you know, people think, well, if I get rid of this person, everything will be all right. Or if I stop dealing with this person, everything will be all right. But, you know, I mean, and, you know, depending on the person, yeah, there's going to be situations where you need to get them out your life. But that's at best. All that person was doing was putting a mirror in front of your thing. Because what was it within you that was bothered by that? And sometimes if you deal with what's in you, you're not bothered by that person without. You know? You're not bothered. Because, see, many people want to go through life. They want to go through life in their own bubble. Many people want to go through life in their own bubble. They want to feel like, you know, they the king of the world. They this great thing. But, you know, one good thing about life and paying attention to what happens to you, life don't accommodate you like that. It's like, I don't care who it is. And I'm going to use myself. I always use myself. You know how I always say it. I'm not some guru on top of the mountain. I had to go through it. One of the things I had to confront is myself. I was like, well, this person don't feel this way, or this not happening. But then once I confronted myself, once I stopped being mad at someone else for a situation, and I started looking at myself, I was like, oh, shoot, damn. You know? Like, I had a woman who kicked Rom to the curb. This was a couple of decades ago. And, you know, I'm feeling like, yeah, I was a good guy and all of this. Never mind that there were people who knew both of us and where her friend would see me talking to other women. Never mind, sometimes I'd be with her and think I would be slick checking out other women. It was all her fault. I was mad at her. I was like, why would she not want to be with me? I got all this stuff going on. And then, you know, I had to grow up some. I had to be like, damn, wait a minute, hold up. You know? Because the very day she broke up with me. But then I remember earlier that day, this other dude who wanted her anyway, who had still some contact with her, saw me talking to this other woman. Then I thought about that. Now, yeah, the dude was foul. He should have kept his mouth shut. But I created the actions because I had already did that. And plus, there was some other stuff that I did, telling her about another woman I was interested in. Yeah, y'all probably looking at Rom like, damn, you stupid. But yes, I was. I don't have a problem saying it. That's why I know what I know now, because I did some dumbass shit. But I'm mad at her, though. I'm mad. Like, man, why was she, man, please, man. That was the best thing that ever happened to her. I wasn't. I wasn't. I had to get my shit together. And you know what? I've had several other women that had trouble. I actually thanked them. I come back years later thanking. I say, you know what? Thank you. The worst thing you could have did with me was stay with me. Like, if she had stayed with me, that would have been crueler. I probably would have been messed up, because then I was forced to look at myself. It wasn't right away, y'all. Let me just be clear on that. But after a while, I was like, well, hold up. I'm doing this, this, and this. I wasn't doing my best. And I actually told her that a few years later. I actually apologized to her. I said, you know what? I wasn't giving you my best. I was doing some stuff that I didn't need to be doing. And I know some people say, hey, Rom, ain't that simple you saying that? It's like, no, you just owning up. You taking accountability. And plus, she said the same thing to me. She looked at me, we were cool. It was like, I can talk to her today, really. She was cool. She was like, yeah. There was some stuff I could have did different. I wasn't right with. That's just taking accountability for your own shit. But me taking accountability, and see, a lot of people don't take accountability for their stuff. They'll jump on somebody else, but they won't look at themselves in the mirror. It's like, okay, what is it about me? Or it's everybody else. No, it's never everybody else. Because every situation, you can deal with the same person in two different ways, and they're going to give you two different results. Like, you might deal with another person or a situation, and you all looking at them like they the issue. And they probably have some stuff going on with them, but, you take responsibility for your stuff. Like, you say to yourself, you know what, they are who they are. It is what it is. And then you come back and you say, look, I'm just going to change. I'm going to be chilled. And I've actually changed how some people behave towards me, because I realized I couldn't control their stuff, but I can control me. And I got to say, yeah, there was plenty of times they came at me wrong. But my feeling's always been, if they don't put their hands on me, I'm just let them live. They weren't in a position to hurt me. So I just let them live. But then by me not responding, not being mad at them, not being evil with them, I'm just like, I just kept my distance. And they come back to me and they be like, yeah, we cool. I've had plenty of friends like that. They'll say straight up, I ain't like you at first, Ron. I was be like, okay. But you real cool. Because, I just said, it's like I can control my reaction. Say, I don't be mad at somebody. If I'm in, the title of this joint was being mad at somebody won't change your situation. I knew if I was in any problem, being mad at that other person ain't gonna get me out of the problem. They ain't gonna reach down in that hole. You in a hole and stuff. They might have, you can't get mad at them unless they just specifically push you in a hole. A lot of times they didn't, because that's another thing. People get mad at somebody else, and the problem bigger than that person you getting mad at. But it won't change it. If you in that hole or something, the only way you're going to get out is climb out. That's the only way you're going to get out of it. Being mad at that person for throwing you in the hole or doing something that caused you to be in that hole or something. And in fact, sometimes people are they mad at somebody. The person had nothing to do with it. They just a symbol of what they dislike. And I'm like, that ain't going to change anything for it. That's not going to change a thing for you. And that's a very important consideration. Yeah. So being mad at somebody, yeah, it won't change the situation. And that's shit. In life, we only have 100% control over one thing, and that's ourselves. So, yeah. So anyway, y'all know how we do. I want to thank you for listening. I appreciate all of you. Peace and many blessings.